Alex Pereira made quick work of Magomed Ankalaev to reclaim his light heavyweight title. See what fighters thought of that performance in the latest edition of MMA Pros React.
I mean, damn, the revenge to come back and do what he did is pretty cool. I don't like the thing about them two, though, about he was hurt and the other guy's hurt. Now Ankalaev saying he was hurt, he should not fight. So I'm like, it's all confusing. I don't know if this is like politics or whatever, but yeah, I'm like, brother, you fought, you lost, cool. And then same thing with Pereira, you lost, boom, now you won, boom, that's it. It's over, you know?
Impressed the hell out of me because I actually thought Ankalaev was gonna win. You know, watching their last fight, I the way Ankalaev moved and he stayed safe and attacked when he wanted to attack, I really thought he was gonna win. Again, I didn't think Alex could make those kinds of adjustments, and turns out all Alex needed to do was just be aggressive, don't fight on his back foot, and he did. And there's reports of injury, but I guess the injury was gone this fight. He really showed it. Great performance, man. I got nothing but good things to say about Alex. That was really impressive. That might be the first time I've ever seen him throw an overhand right. Honestly, terrifying.
I watched it in the back on TV, and amazing. And I kind of had the sense of that was going to be the thing. I've stated time and time again that Pereira, I believe, was really maybe not so focused. And after talking to his coaches and people at that time, there was a lot going on in that camp before, and he showed. And once, I spoke to the guys during the week, and they just said, this is the most focused Pereira they've ever seen, the most driven Pereira they've ever seen. And so when you have a guy like that who is just has the ungodly power and skill set that he has, when he's focused and driven, I don't think there's many people in the world that can beat him. So I thought it was amazing, and I'm happy for him. I like those guys. He's a great champion. He's somebody that we all like to watch, and you just can't bet against that guy anymore.
Oh man, I wasn't expecting that at all. I was expecting like Ankalaev to wrestle a little bit more and like honestly to hit the shot in good position, like because especially he got hit with that right hand. He got hit with that right hand, and again it shook him for sure. So like it kind of put him in this place where he's like, oh shit, like let me shoot. And that, like, you never want to shoot in those positions like that. Like you want your feet underneath you, because whenever he shot, like he kind of had his like legs way behind him, made it easy for Pereira to sprawl on top of him. And then like again, like anybody that's over 205 pounds on top of you is gonna be super hard to get off of you. And then especially when they hit like Alex Pereira, yeah, you're just gonna curl up in a ball. Like, I'm sorry, like no grown man is gonna be taking those type of shots. Like, and like it's Ankalaev, one of the toughest guys in the world. Like, he's gonna curl up. So I don't give him, like, I don't look at him in no negative light, man, because Pereira, like there's this one time I was in an elevator with him, and I think it was like whenever he fought Izzy for the second time, but even just then, that was at 185. I remember seeing him and just being like, oh fuck, this guy's big. Like I was scared. I was in the corner of that elevator just being like, nah bro, I'm not getting any closer to that guy, because he just has that aura and he has that presence. So it was unexpected how he fit, how fast that was. But also at the same time, I can see like, hey, like I get it. Like that is huge.
That was beautiful, man. Well done. He was super confident. And he knew exactly what he needed, what needed to be done, and he just executed. Sometimes, like I said, a better fighter doesn't always win. Last time, it was a little more competitive. I felt like maybe his training wasn't ideal, maybe, or, something just wasn't right. But this time he knew, he felt him before, and he said, okay, I'm going to just go and execute. Hey, sometimes, man, you just got to go punch somebody in the face. That's what it boils down to. I swear to you, sometimes the fight starts, you just need to stop overcomplicating it, walk over there and just put hands on them and see what their test their muscle a little bit, see what their spine is about. And I think that's exactly what he did. He just walked over there and he just put hands on him.
Yeah, man, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe the energy he came forth with. It was really impressive to see a guy, who had such a storied career in kickboxing and glory, a doubleweight champ over there, come over relatively older, win the bout at middleweight, move up a division, fight former champs on the way to that title shot, win the bout, lose the bout, and then come back and win it again. Like, that's More so than anything, I was talking to my brother. We were watching it together, and I was like, "Man, more so than anything, that guy's spirit is just something else. It's really impressive. It's really admirable, and just a sick, ferocious guy, man. That shot that he hit Ankalaev was like you could see it. It was like a bolt went through Ankalaev. He didn't want anything more. He wanted that ref to stop that fight quicker. That dude's so impressive. The trauma era still goes on. Very excited about it.
Yeah, I thought. I feel like. I don't know. I feel like I expected Ankalaev to get it done again because like it's just tough. Like we know in the sport, like when you become like the superstar and you win all the belts, and like I said, like hunger is like so important. But I think that's what Poatan showed. Like he's still hungry. Like the way he took the center as soon as the fight started, like that's what he needed to do, to be successful. Where the last fight he kind of like was super defensive and let Ankalaev just kind of push him into the cage, and it was like more of a lackluster fight. But you also saw Ankalaev had broken ribs going into the fight, and then he's eating. Like it's tough. But I think I'm excited. I'm happy that Poatan won because I feel like the sport is like really exciting when he's the champ.
I mean, to me, it just looked like he just bullied him. Like he came out right away. He was already in his head. Like Ankalaev didn't look like he was ready to get into a fight. Something looked off. You know what I mean? And maybe Alex knew that he was hurt and just went in there and just kind of enforced him. You don't see a guy lose 5 rounds straight against somebody and then just get cooked like that in the first round. Something was off in that fight. And yeah, I mean, if Ankalaev was as hurt as they're now saying he is, maybe he made a bad decision and he shouldn't have done it.
Yes, I watched that. I actually landed back from Dubai just in time at the end of the Khalil Roundtree fight, and I watched the rest of the card on my phone. But my first initial thought was, because I've done 3 camps with Magomed Ankalaev, was why is he standing orthodox? I've worked with him since his first fight in the UFC. After he got submitted by Paul Craig, he came out here and worked jiu-jitsu with us. And every time I've worked with him, I've never, ever even seen him hit pads, throw a punch, or kick anything from orthodox. So that took me off at first. I was like, oh, he's going to go ahead and try something different. Maybe he got some new tricks up his sleeve, a new bag. And then you went out there and seen what Alex did, and he just stalked him down, went in there and just put it on him. And the one thing I know as an MMA fighter myself is when I fight in the opposite stance, I can fight southpaw, but my defense is nowhere near as crisp or sharp. So I think when Alex went in there and put it to him being orthodox, I think Alex realized that like he's not going to have a good defense here. And he just poured on him early and never really gave him a chance to get his foot going and counter back. And then after we see that he had his rib injury, then you start thinking like, oh man, maybe is that why he fought orthodox? Maybe he was protecting his rib, put his rib towards the back now. I don't know. You just don't know. But it was very impressive that Alex went out there and finished him the way he did that quick, especially when nobody but Paul Craig beat him his debut, which was 1 second left on the clock. He's never lost a round. And then to go out there and get cypher like that, it was very impressive. And I look forward to him coming back and seeing what happens on the rebound.